As we
I don't
start
know how
up
many
here,
points he needs, but he needs points. Points are always good.
as we start, you want to explain to the point system to viewers who are not aware of how it works.
Are you speaking for yourself?
I know how it works a little bit, but I'm a bit confused on how you get the max amount of points if
It's
after
all
X
good. I'm
amount of time.
sorry. I'm sorry to be toxic like that.
I'm talking. Yeah.
I just felt like it just. I thought it'd be funny, but I realized it was more toxic than funny.
It's all good.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Anyway.
It's like you
Yeah.
get a certain amount of points after like the
Yeah.
time they
So
finish.
basically, from a yeah, people, all the mods got mad at me. Sorry.
Banned.
I'm sorry.
Banned from
Sorry.
comment.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I was literally doing it for entertainment purposes. Anyway, yeah, if you win, you get 60 points, and there are a total of 90 possible points to get from every race. So if you win, you automatically get 60 of those, and then there's 30 remaining points to be divided between the two players. And that is based on the finish time that the second player gets. So if LightRon finishes within 10 seconds of Tyron, he would get all 30 of those points. LightRon would get all 30 of those points. And then for every 10 seconds that LightRon finishes further away from Tyron, he loses 1 point. And that goes for up to 5 minutes. So as long as LightRon is within 5 minutes of Tyron's finish time, he will still get points.
Got it. So you want to try to get at least some points here.
Yeah, and the closer you are to the person who wins finish time, the more points you will get.
Only thing that pretty much happened here in the Caps Kingdom so far was Tyron did not get left side, so he did have to back that up.
Yeah, so because of that, we do actually have the lead for LightRon right now. I do also see that during us going live, we got a follow. Thank you for the follow, Bacon Guy. I can see these things. I will say them. Also, speaking of things that I will say, exclamation point donate in the chat. We have a fundraiser thing going on right now for Urban Arts. You can go there and do the spring fundraiser thingy. I think that's the terminology, spring fundraiser.
I wonder if LightRon's gonna go for a DSS here.
Currently at 1:30. I will open up the thing, and any donations that are said, I will read them.
I wouldn't be surprised if Tyron goes for it, but I don't know if LightRon's going to go for it, considering that he's got quite a bit of time to play pretty much almost perfect to keep up with Tyron's pace, get those 30 points. And both runners are deciding not to go for it. Do we have a stat on how many times Tyron has gone for DSS?
In races, yes, we do have that stat. It's an easy stat to remember, though. It is 0.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, if you go to the head-to-head table, scroll down, that bottom half of the head-to-head is all the tricks that we keep track of. See where I'm looking?
Yeah, I see where you're looking.
Yeah, I have edited purposes. I can even highlight it for you. So yeah, that area. So yeah, you can see very little people have been going for DSS in runs. But one thing that Tyron does go for, which is very interesting, and people have, and other commentators have talked about it before, is that a lot of people who have gotten very consistent on 2DSS, they're more confident in doing 2DSS in races than they are in doing DSS. Which is so strange.
Now, is it successful attempts considering it out of first try, or if you get it second tries, that can count as a successful attempt?
If you do it, it's a success. We count failures as well as an attempt. So both are factored into it, and that's why it's 5 out of 12 for Tyron, even though they've done it even though there's only been 7 races. So he's done it second try on a lot of them.
Got it.
But he always goes for it. And second try still saves time. So I think that's part of why he still goes for it.
I think an interesting thing here is that LightRon didn't really make any major mistakes in this, but Tyron himself, even before getting to the fight with Madame Brutal, was already just barely ahead after losing a few seconds in Cap Kingdom, so I think LightRon's going to have to play out of his mind coming up.
Yeah, I do see a lot of people in the chat there saying stuff about what Tyron's mentality is for that. I know I've seen some of these people in Tyron's chat before, so I know they watch him, and I've probably asked this question to him. So yeah, it definitely makes sense that like his mental state is in a better point later in the run than in the early part of the run. So yeah, it's valid.
I mean, did he get it first try in the current world record or no?
Oh, he does it in when he's doing PB attempts, but he just doesn't do it in races.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Another thing to note, just by the way, when you're looking at this head-to-head sheet, that best possible time that you see there, that is pulled directly from the runner's live splits. So whatever comparison they are using, that's what we see. For most players, that's no problem. So for someone like LightRon, we're seeing their actual best possible time right now in the stat sheet. But
that
for Tyron,
such a cool mechanic.
It is really cool, and shoutouts to MiniBeast for making this pull directly from players' live splits. It's amazing that it does that. But anyway, LightRon's is accurate because it's using his full comparison, like all his race, like when he does PB attempts and whatnot. Tyron, on the other hand, uses a comparison separate for races. So the BPT we are seeing right now is actually their race BPT. Like their BPT within the league, specifically. Actually, if you look, the league SOB for them is 5702, and they've only it's at 5705 right now. So yeah, it's actually like it's the same one that we have on the sheet, and not what's being pulled from live split, and not like their full one with golds, rather.
Got it.
Just little things. But yeah, we are really close. It's only about a 2-second lead for Tyron, but Tyron does some really crazy things from here on out compared to LightRon. So yeah, it's definitely gonna keep going. What Ganon was referring to earlier this week is invisible time save. There's just gonna be better lines all around that Tyron is going to be going for. That even if LightRon doesn't mess up, you're just gonna see Tyron gain seconds on LightRon throughout this kingdom.
Now the question is, I didn't see it earlier, but did Tyron go for reverse town?
I believe they did, yeah. Question in chat, is that faster what Tyron just did? I will say probably like 8 out of 10 times the answer to that question is yes. So just assume that that's yes, because I wasn't watching. And yeah, just assume that's yes. LightRon might have some trouble with bullet bill manipulation from that movement. I don't know if that's going to be in a good spot for him or not. It still was, okay. Yeah, LightRon is amazed by that as well. Was not expecting that bullet bill to be in the right spot. But he missed single bill. Okay. Yeah. Tyron missed single bill. Like I said, I was not paying attention. I was trying to explain the stat sheet to Hero so that he could have some better commentary. The stat sheet are very good for commentary. Single spin throw cap coming out from Tyron. Max, by the way, great job on figuring out a worst time formula. In like you basically speed ran figuring out the worst time formula. I could have figured out that formula too, but you can do it way faster than I can. I have some skills with Excel, but your skills, you fast.
Yeah, I'm not a speed, what's it called, a spreadsheet guru myself.
Yeah.
I always had to, like, look through, like, a list of commands I have. to do
Exactly.
all that stuff.
I would do the same thing. I would literally. Look, I know you could have done it last night, but like also still the fact that I saw you do it in 5 minutes, and the fact that you're able to do it before the next race, like because of that, like you're like, oh crap, I need to do it right now, and then you figured it, you got in there, figured it out. I mean, I helped you as well. You were like, "What is the formula?" It's probably just max. Just use max, and then you just ran with it.
Yeah, LightRon's about 8 seconds ahead right now. And he's probably going to gain another few seconds off here, like you said earlier, from that invisible movement, or just the
Yeah.
better lines he takes in general.
Like, there's
Now-
really not much that LightRon did wrong in Sand. From what I can tell, even. Like, there wasn't really too many problems. Maybe, like, a minor one here or there, like just a tiny movement flub that he made. Movement error that he made, but really,
Yeah,
it was fine. There was reverse Jaxie problems, but, like, that was it.
The only thing from, what's it called, that, like, mainly made the difference was the way that, Tyron climbed up the ice to the second pillar thing for the moon on top of there before going for single bill. He did a much quicker way of doing that without doing
Right, the
side
arch
flip.
moons, yeah.
And, then,
And that's, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, is, like, things like that, where he's, where there's different ways to do jumps. Throwing at a cap makes it slower. Different types of jumps are faster than others, so usually if you can manage to do it off of a single jump, it's faster. If you can manage to do it off of like a cappy return jump, it's faster than doing for a triple jump. Like, these things exist, and it's fractions of a second, and it is that invisible time save.
I love that camera tilt thing that they do, the runners do. With the, after getting the moon, they align themselves better into the room.
I think that's the camera automatically turning when you talk to the mermaid.
Oh, I meant after they get the moon in the water and they turn it around, the one that has like the long cutscene.
Yeah, you turn during the cuts during it so that you can get some good angles, because like it takes a while for you to get your movement back, so you can just like turn the camera exactly where you want to go next very easily.
I didn't know you can turn the camera during the moon cutscenes.
You can't, but it's like, I think it's like in water it's different.
Okay, got it.
Oh, okay, no, that moon is just the only one that lets you do it. Okay, it might be something to do with being in the water while getting it. I'm not sure. But yes, for some reason you can turn your camera during it, and most of them you can't. You can turn your camera like right before it, and that's a lot of the time what people do. You'll see it actually here. A lot of these the ways that they're doing the camera, is very important for where they're going next. So if you notice, like centering camera, because the way it works, when you pick up a moon, Mario always faces the camera. So from that, you can then use center camera to immediately make the camera do a 180.
Got it.
So that it really helps in certain areas. So you can set up the camera in a certain way so that and then hit the center camera button, or reset camera button, as some people call it, just so you can turn the camera 180 immediately and then have a good line for where you want to go next.
Okay, Tyron about to do that clip here. Looks pretty good so far.
This is what I always do with newer commentators. I'm like, I'm just gonna teach you. I'm just gonna teach you all the stuff I know from watching this game way too much.
And there we go, and Tyron's good.
Really solid movement into the nut after not clip.
And so far, so the only mistake so far was Tyron, not Tyron. LightRon missed the rock a little bit on the when you throw the rock and catch it or whatever. He missed that, and that was like 2 seconds or something. And plus like I'm gonna guess like 4 to 5 seconds of movement. In a movement alone, Tyron is saving over LightRon on the stage. That LightRon's gonna at least lose 7 seconds unless Tyron makes a big slip up here.
Which I'm not expecting because he just got buffer triple jumps. Really solid movement into that nut in the hidden nut there. Now roll loose FRS, the triple jump, the thing that says like 0.5. I still don't know the thing, but people are gonna say it in chat.
What's our the community? Not community. What's the stop of Tyron?
Tyron's Sama Best or the community Sama Best?
Tyron's.
Tyron's Sama Best, I believe, is like a 56-20, and that's including like that's like the true one. Like that's the one if like you were to do segments from moon to moon, like a BT, like essentially like a BTT.
Got it.
But the one he usually runs with is just like the traditional 11 splits. And that one I believe is like a 56 3x. So yeah, 50, yeah, like they just said, but NMC just said, I'm also a Tyron viewer, so I know these things. I watch a lot of the top level runners. At least I try to, when I get a chance.
I mean, what's the reset point for Tyron at this point? Like if he bonks into a wall, is it like immediate reset?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
If he's really going hard, yeah. Because you don't understand. I don't know if do you understand how hard it is to like be within 30 seconds of your Summer Best? That is ridiculous. Yeah. I struggle on my runs to be within a minute of my Summer Best. So like. So, like, the idea of getting a run that is within, I mean, at this point, yeah, within, I mean, we're all, like, shooting for him to get 56. He wants 56 as well. But, like...
Does Mitch have this, like, a 57 4x or whatever still?
3x.
3x now?
Yeah. And that's still the second place time. It's 57 1x, 57 3x, and then two 57 5x's. Those are the only 57s individually by people. Tyron is like 70 something. Yo, Tark SSB, thank you for the follow.
So if Tyron gets a 56, I mean, I don't know if he would want to improve any percent from there. I mean, that's just an insane time itself. That, especially with you already left Mitch the only competition pretty much. Over 20 seconds behind at this point at insane high level. So
yeah, Tyron has said several times as soon as he gets 56, he'll stop for a while.
Would he just stop playing the game completely, or would he just stop any percent specifically?
Yeah, that's definitely what I think too. And I'm saying, it's just, yeah, once they get their yeah, once they get 56, they're just gonna stop. Yeah, I know. I keep reading out names. Sorry. If you don't like me reading out names, just let me know. I'll stop.
Okay, I'm kind of triggered right now, and I'm gonna need to know what to do here. This is completely unrelated to the race, but I swear I had this on, but I don't know if they removed this feature or not. But with BTTV, like when you automatically collect the channel points, where you don't have to click the chest, did they get rid of that feature or no?
No, it still exists. I have it on.
Still exists? Okay, because I
Yeah.
swear I had it on. I might need to refresh my Twitch page, but I just went on like 3 streams and the chest thing was showing up, so.
I mean, the chest thing shows up, but like it gives it to you when it disappears. That's the thing. It doesn't click it right away. It clicks it at the end of the thing. That's why it's
Okay.
I realized that too. There is actually a Twitch extension that I used to have that does it, but then I realized that that one exists, and so I switched over. So yeah, I'm used to it just doing it like right away. But the one that like BTTV and I think FFZ also has it. Just yeah, it does it like at the end of the cooldown, wherever it is you want to call it.
That was also a clean loss pretty much from Tyron as a LightRon takes a death in the purple lava.
yeah. By the way, Comms, LightRon died. Yeah, I noticed. I noticed as soon as LightRon started to do the backup jump towards Klepto. But I was still in the middle of explaining that the channel point chest to the hero. My bad.
Now the real question is, how many people here use 7TTV? Because I heard that thing was kind of upcoming, but then I see no one really used it except like the.
No one uses it because it's 7TV, not 7TTV.
Okay, well you know what I meant. You know what I meant.
Yeah, I use it. It's great. 7TV is great. All of them are great. Yeah, 7TV like there's so many emotes for it, it can get very slow, which is then why I just use Chatterino if I'm gonna start using 7TV emotes, because like usually what ends up happening is if you use 7TV, you don't get all your emotes loaded when you open the emote page. Like it doesn't load all the images fast enough, and then you're just like waiting forever for it to show all the emotes in your browser. So I just use Chatterino.
I think with FFC, I think with I feel like back over like a few years ago, like it was kind of like everything was split and there was no competition, but now like competition kind of ramped up between like FFC and BTTV on like what platform people are gonna use. And I like BTTV better because of the animated emotes, but then Twitch added animated emotes, but then that was good for like people doing their personal like animated emotes do that, but then there's still like the animated global emotes. But then
we can talk about the emote meta forever, so I don't know. I don't want to get into this too much. We gotta race to commentate.
We're in pretty much the auto scroller part of the run, so.
No.
I would say Mecha Wiggler is a set.
Yeah, it's auto scroller. Look at LightRon messing up twice there. It's auto scroller. Look, I'm trying to cut it down, Sarah. And I'm also trying to teach good habits. AC and I are like a different like breed at this point. We've been doing this for so long at this point. We're like, we don't care anymore. We're just gonna talk about food.
Troy giving his 20-minute explanation on why McDonald's is not good for your health.
I don't eat McDonald's. McDonald's is bad.
Sorry, I meant not good for your health.
I just don't like McDonald's.
Wow.
Yeah, you're gonna decola me for that, but like, I just don't like McDonald's.
I'm not saying McDonald's is good, but I'm saying that, you know.
No, it's bad.
It's good for $1. It's good for the $1 I pay.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I could make something better for $1. Like, shut up. No, it's not.
See, as a Californian resident, when everything's pretty much $10 overpriced, McDonald's doesn't sound that bad.
I live in New York, and I'm saying this. I could make something better for $1.
You're gonna go to the bodega on the street, get your $2 peanut butter.
Yeah, $2 peanut butter, but I'm not using $2 worth of that peanut butter jar.
Interesting. The
That
logistics of
$2
food.
peanut butter jar is gonna give me like 20 uses at least.
But it's about the
So that's-
convenience. It's about the convenience. Like, you know how nice
Yeah,
it is
it is more convenient for me to just walk up to my fridge and make a peanut butter jelly sandwich than to go out into my car, drive to McDonald's, and get a burger.
Do you have a car in New York City? The hell?
I live in the suburbs.
Oh, I forgot New York has suburbs.
Yeah, New York is more than just the city.
If I shout louder, more I'm right.
No,
It's funny.
that is true. I do that, but also it's just because I have passion.
Passion in
Okay.
why McDonald's is gross. To be fair, I went to a McDonald's the other day and they said, and I was like, so I was like, do you guys, what's your bathroom code? And they said, oh, our bathrooms are broken. So I said, okay, can I have an ice cream? And they said, sorry, our ice cream machine's broken. I said, can I just have a large Sprite? Then they said, sorry, we're out of soda. What the hell are you doing then in McDonald's? I just ordered a large fry and got out of there. I wanted to get like a frappe. Their frappe machine was broken. Like everything was broken in that damn McDonald's.
Yeah. I mean, this is how you get me on tangents. Just start talking about food.
Food. Kebab. And I only had a kebab once in my life, and it was pretty
I
good.
haven't had kebabs in a while. Kebabs are good. Yeah, Saren, I have hit up the... I actually, no. Yeah, you don't hit up food trucks in New York City. You don't do it. You can hit them up in the suburbs, some places. There's some good food trucks in the suburbs, but...
What do you think about New York
not in
hot
the
dog
city.
stands?
No. Just don't.
Don't?
Pro tip
Okay.
from any New Yorker: do not go to the stand. Do not go to any of the street vendors. It is bad food.
Bad food and $11.
Bad food, $11, and diarrhea. Like, it's just not a good time.
My favorite is the hotel water bottles that cost like $16.
I'm legit trying to find my phone right now because I heard it vibrate and I don't know where it went.
There's no race. Well, I mean, LightRon's kind of flubbing right now, and you know, just Tyron's doing Tyron things. So, I mean, we can talk about the race, but you know, just Metro Kingdom. I mean, I can tell you that Tyron's gained about at least 40 seconds in this stage alone.
Yeah, we're at the point where it's just like, it's a distance that, this is why we're talking about other stuff. That's what ends up happening. If there's too big of a gap, the entertainment value goes down, so you start talking about other stuff. Tyron, great reverse people's room. LightRon, dying to the chest, to the trash moon. Like, I can talk about them, I mention them, but then we're done, and we move over to Burger King. Burger King, pretty good. It has some good stuff.
Burger King $5 Whopper meal. I've had it like once in my life.
I don't want to say like Burger King is amazing. They're not. They're bad also. But I can get a good thing from Burger King. I can't get a good thing from McDonald's.
Menace says, who is the Burger Queen? Now that is a great question. That is a great question.
Seriously, where did my phone go?
I remember I was in Hawaii one time and we went to a Burger King because everything was super expensive there, and the Burger King Whopper meal was $9.99.
I'm about to leave my room to go find my phone, but I don't want to do that. That's going too far in terms of distraction, you know?
And then you can do Find My iPhone or whatever for you, whatever.
You think I have an iPhone?
Yeah.
What do you take me for?
You seem like the person to have an iPhone 7 Plus and then never upgrade.
Wow. Wow.
Or you have the S9 or something along that line.
Yeah, I'm a Galaxy user.
Oh, okay.
You caught me.
The phone wars.
Over here thinking I'm an iPhone user.
You seem too crafty to be using iPhone anyways. My favorite is in like the Almond runs where they're in Snow Kingdom and Mario's when they're wearing like the trousers or whatever.
I definitely am in the camp of like just not updating phones for years. I currently have a Galaxy S9, so yeah, I'm pretty far behind Galaxy phones as well. They're in like 22 right now because they had this thing marketing-wise where when iPhone went to 8 to 10, they were currently at 10, so they went from 10 to 20. It was amazing. It was hilarious.
I mean, iPhone's pretty inconsistent with their numbers. Like, they did the original iPhone, then they went to iPhone 3 because 3G, and then they went to iPhone 4, and then that was just the 4, so they were like, okay, that's our 4th iPhone, and then they went to 5, and then they put 5S on it because it, whatever, and then because it had like the service chip or whatever.
Yeah, yo, Tyron did the spiny manip. Good stuff, but also missed the moon. Look, I can do both. People are saying on-topic comms, Craig. So I'm like, I can do both.
EJN earlier says I have iPhone 7 Plus for 5 years, not tears. I don't know, I'd have tears if I had an iPhone 7 still.
I like how you read out everything from that message, including the typos.
I had to read out the typos, correct? It adds to the context of the message.
Yeah, definitely.
Do people... Okay, going back to the game for like 1 second. Is Tyron... has Tyron, like, considered doing that stupid clip in this kingdom in the future?
How many energy drinks did I take? I don't drink caffeine. Yeah, so LightRon, I would say LightRon, great boon clip, by the way. But yeah, for you're answering your question, Tyron, I would say doesn't. He's tried it, he just can't find a consistent way to do it, especially like in a way that'll save time. I legit don't do energy drinks. I don't drink caffeine. I am high on life. I'm high on water. I drink water.
High on water.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Can we get
drink
Jason
tea.
in the boots?
I occasionally drink tea. I will say I do have caffeine occasionally, but not very often. Usually I only have it because I just like the flavor. I'm not having it for the coffee. I'm not having it for the caffeine. I'm having it for the flavor, and for me, that's tea. The only thing I like the flavor of that I like is caffeine.
But what about decaf coffee?
I don't like the taste of coffee.
Oh, okay.
Some people are like, and people are like, no, then just water it down or like just put milk and stuff or sugar and stuff. And I'm like, just get a milkshake at that point. Like, it's like...
Okay. There's something wrong. I'm gonna fix that stupid chest thing because I swear it's not.
Yet again, how to distract me. Just talk about food. Like, But yeah, most of the time I'm just drinking tap water. Yet again, New York things.
Oh, tap water. That is disgusting. That is actually disgusting.
It's not. Not in New York.
So, okay, so you can drink water out of your fridge and think that's edible.
Yes. Potable is the word, by the way. Edible is for food. Potable is for things that
drinkable.
Aren't food. Yeah, drinkable.
My English is getting corrected today by Troy. Counter number 3.
Okay, we got Snowdram coming up for LightRon. Did a camera setup.
Tyron did not go for the setup, from my understanding, when I saw.
Yeah, Tyron does setup lists.
Nice up throw by Tyron as well.
Yeah, and got a Chaos dive. Nice. Yeah, Jason, we try to keep it pleasant. If you want to join the conversation, feel free to donate, and then we'll also talk about whatever topic you give us when you donate. You can give us a topic starter in your donation message, and then we'll do that topic instead. Oh, damn! Tyron clipping back inbounds during the fish dip. Ugh.
Probably like one of the first major mistakes Tyron's made in this run, and that's not even that major.
Yeah, that didn't save time there.
Well, LightRon has an opportunity to make back a few seconds.
I mean, if they even go for fish dips, fish dip. I don't think they.
Let's see on the sheet.
Oh, they do. 5 out of 6.
They do, yeah.
Okay. Thank you for the raid. Let's eat live. That'll call out because they raided and they're streamers, so that means that they like being called out. Because we crave attention. That's what streamers are. We do that.
Oh, okay, I fixed it. So Better TTTV did an update or whatever on their thing, and it when they did the update, it automatically turned off the claim points. So I had to return it on. There we go.
Yeah. Did Tyron try a new version of that fish clip?
The double you fail version.
The double fail version.
Words of wisdom from Tyron 18.
Yeah, it doesn't look like LightRon went for it that time.
No.
Which makes sense, you know, LightRon just trying to do what they're used to at this point, just trying to stay as close as they can to Tyron by doing consistent stuff.
I wonder if Nintendo is going to release a Odyssey 2, or if they're gonna just make a brand new 3D game for the next console. I don't know what they're. Could you see them, Troy, releasing another Mario 3D game for the Switch at this point?
Yes and no. I think it will be for the next Switch, but it will. There's also a possibility in my head that the Switch will be somewhat backwards compatible, so that, like, partially it'll release. They've done in the past simul releases where, like, it'll be you could buy it on the previous console and the console that they're converting into. Like, they've done it with Breath of the Wild. They've done it with actually Zelda games most of the time. So Breath of the Wild and Skyward Sword. Both of those they did it for. So yeah.
Okay. Spirit list from Tyron.
So yeah, if they're gonna do something like that, it's gonna be like a simul release where they release it for the current gen and the next gen. So that's why I mean, like, yes and no, because it'll be both.
What's it called? With the new Switch, does it load quicker for Odyssey?
The OLED?
The OLED, yeah.
I don't believe so. No.
Okay. Does it just have, like, better graphics or something, or is it?
Yeah, it's purely visual, from what I understand.
Single moon, a single throw or whatever.
It doesn't even have better graphics like docked. It only has better graphics undocked.
Doesn't it have, like, the thing with the Joy-Cons that are a bit better?
I'm not sure about the Joy-Cons, but I know for terms of, like, resolution, the screen is the same docked. Like, it outputs the same resolution. But if you're doing it, like, mobile-wise, like, just using the screen, like, undocked for a way of playing the Switch, that is a better screen than what you would get normally on the current Switch.
Got it.
That's, like, it. Heart Room! Great Heart Room! And then LightRon with their Spirit Skip attempt.
It's actually quicker to get the heart, though.
Yes! It is quicker to get the heart if you enter with 2 health.
Oh, okay.
You're essentially avoiding the cutscene that happens when you regain health from the moon. But it's tough to make it go fast. There are ways to enter that room with 3 health during Spiritless, but it's BTT only right now. Got good turnip movement coming in. Never mind, that was kind of iffy, but it still looks pretty cool. And there's the Eaton Kobe.
Did LightRon do Spiritless or no? It's not looking.
Yeah, LightRon's currently in Spiritless.
Okay, cool. And so you lose a point as the opposing runner every 10 seconds afterwards?
Yes,
correct?
so
okay.
if LightRon was to finish within, if LightRon was got a 59 and Tyron got a 58 even, like both of them got 59, 58 even, LightRon would gain 24 points.
Got it.
Because they
Is LightRon
exactly
even on
behind.
sub-hour pace at this point?
Let me check the stats. I mean, yeah, they're both on sub-hour pace right now.
Okay, here we go. Let's see with the invisible block jump, and nails it.
Easy.
Capitalizing on the 7 seconds in this kingdom.
Topic of discussion from Menace Monk for $5. Explain my first kiss. Do you want to go first, or should I?
You know what? You probably know Menace a bit more, so I will let you.
Oh no, not Menace's first kiss. My first kiss, like our first kiss.
Oh.
I don't know what Menace's first kiss was. I don't know that.
You know what? Since it was your experience, I'll let you talk about it.
Yet again, not specifically my first kiss. You as a person's first kiss.
Well, I was like 2 years old and my grandma kissed me. Maybe even less.
You are bad at content. I'm joking around.
Content, yep.
Yep.
Content.
Yep. I would say for me, my first kiss. I'm actually. I'm in here. I did touch grass for several years, so I'm bad at this. So I didn't get my first kiss until freshman year of college. Yeah.
And how did that go?
It went well. You know, I was just walking a girl to class, and we kissed when she got there. That was it. It was just a little peck.
Did anything happen after, or no? Was that it?
She was going to class.
No, I meant, did you guys date or anything? Sorry.
For like a month.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was alright.
And LightRon gets the block skip or whatever it's called exactly.
That's $5 you spent, Menace Monk. Gee, well, if you too spent any amount of money on the exclamation point donate tab, we will talk about it. It could be a topic. We'll do it.
Menace Monk is a living legend himself.
Yeah, I dated for a month. It didn't work out. I don't want to get into it because it's Pain's champ. It's a sad story.
Yeah, I've never dated people. I just focus on school. That's my philosophy regarding that. Yeah, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Tyron gets like a 57 by access run at this point. If not lower. Like, he can honestly, if he plays this run near perfect to the end, he can get a 57 3x. Or, yeah, get it. Giga Shed, yeah. BPT, so for BPT, for Tyron, we have a 57-33, and for BPT for LightRon, a 59-47. So we're a 2-minute difference.
I mean, I don't need to explain it again for NFC, but yeah, as I said before, that BPT is, for Tyron, is race BPT. So they do actually probably have like a 57, I would think, like 2x or 1x right now, but...
Yeah, if they're going for a non-race...
But they're not. Yeah. They don't have that. Yeah, you know what? Isn't it? You know, I'm gonna read that word for word because that looks great as an advertisement for right now. Because we are in Ruined. You know what isn't a sad story? The amazing story of Urban Arts. Through merit-based scholarships, Urban Arts has secured over $3 million of direct support for underprivileged students to attend college. And you too can help them by doing exclamation point donate in the chat, and then clicking on that link to go to the Tiltify, and you can donate money to it, And you can also leave a message for us. Say something to us. Say hi to us. We'll also talk about whatever topic you give us.
Yeah, Urban Arts is a really cool organization. I think what they do is,
Yeah.
I think, pretty cool and gives a lot of students opportunities that they've never had before, which is pretty cool. They are a non-profit as well, right? So they put everything they get back into the business to help other students succeed as well. So I think that's the best part about it.
And yeah, like Jason said, we are today fundraising for to get new equipment for the Student Media Lab. This is the thing that they are doing currently, which is why we are also part of the fundraiser, and you can help it. Also, of course, follow runners, follow commentators. We're cool. We're cool people.
A shameless plug.
We're allowed to do it.
Oh, we're allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
People in chat aren't allowed to do it, but us as commentators, we are given that privilege.
Got it.
To be able to do that.
I think it's different for a few different speedrun organizations I've commentated for, so just wanted to make sure Sarah was good with it.
Yes, they're good with Saren is fine with us doing it. just don't do it excessively,
Yeah.
Don't make it the whole talk. We can talk about fast food all we want, but don't
Let's talk all about me right now. No.
Yeah. Let's talk about Hero. What are you doing? What have you been doing lately on your streams?
Well, I haven't been streaming lately because I've been busy with AP testing for schools coming up. That's my life, and I'm super stressed, and that's the fun about life. Just
yeah, good luck with that stuff. That sounds difficult. AP tests are always difficult.
Yeah.
I hate tests. I'm glad I'm not in school anymore. It's nice. Really nice Pokio. Really nice bird list shards from there. For Tyron.
Nice, yeah.
That was really solid.
That's about as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah.
Can you explain exactly how the Pokio list shard thing works? Because I've seen it happen multiple times in this.
I can explain it, but I can't do it. Basically, it's just a matter of manipulating AI to have the Pokio hit the cannonball for you instead of having to capture the Pokio to hit the cannonball.
Got it.
And then from there, you are hanging the cap right by where the block is that's going to be destroyed, and then you do a cappy homing throw. Like you do that, you shake the controller a little bit to have it home into the shard. So that's what they're doing. Nice Star Bomber from Tyron. Do not ask me how to. Do not ask me to explain this one. It's magic.
This one I don't understand why it's called Zarbomba though.
No, it's Sarbomba.
This is the first person camera manip. Yeah, they really improved that fight throughout the years.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, Zarbomba is like the Americanized, it's like the westernized version of pronouncing that first letter, that first sound, but it's Sarbomba.
Sar. Oh.
Yeah, the way the correct way of saying Sar is Sar, not Zar.
I guess I'm American then.
Yeah, it's the westernized version of doing.
I think European.
It's not that hard of a sound to make. I can teach it to you right now.
Sar? I mean, you just think Sar instead of Zar.
Yeah, it's just a TS sound. If you know how to do that, it's basically just take any word that ends with a T and then make it plural. And that's a TS sound. And now just put it at the beginning of a word instead of the end of a word. There you go. That's Sar.
The pace LightRon is right now is a... Okay, so BPT is a 59.50. I'm gonna say he's more around like a 1 hour 30 pace.
Yeah, that would like what LightRon has is like if they were to match their goals. So like most likely this is we're looking at probably like a mid 1 hour. Or a low 1 hour rather. Get Sarbamba, really nice.
Speedrunners are always toxic, always manipulating things.
Shut up, Saren.
That's a great word to word it. Never thought of it like that. Okay, here we go. Tyron pull Microvita. No, he won't.
Yeah, LightRon nearly got the fastest way of doing that Harriet. That would have been really cool.
I always call Harriet Trixie for some reason. I always just kind of looks like a Trixie.
What is that? Where does that come from?
I think it. I think it. I remember. I think there's this one show where like the main character's sister like is named Trixie or something in a cartoon, and she just kind of reminds me of the look. And clean. Target acquired.
Yeah. Finally a smart American. Well, I'm gonna take the other side then. I mean, it's on purpose. I mean, it's slightly on purpose, but also true. I actually do prefer a month day here.
Honestly, month day year makes it a bit easier.
It makes sense when you say when you say it out loud. You say
February, whatever.
Yeah, you say April 24th. When you say the words, you say April 24th. You don't say the 24th of April. What are you, like, in the 1800s? What is this? No.
We've evolved as humanity.
No one says the 24th of April.
What's it called? I love how Frostbite said when you said that earlier, the American way of saying it, and then he put a K Kona, you know what?
Well, you know what? I'm a speedrunner. I say things in less words, okay? So it is less words to say April 24th than it is to say the 24th of April.
Okay. Anyways,
I will agree with the non-American measuring systems. Like I don't like American measuring systems. I'll agree with that. But the day month year, no, get that out of here.
and I think the American measuring system is interesting. It's cool to use because it just. I mean, I prefer Fahrenheit over Celsius. I can understand like the measuring thing, why people don't like it, but
right.
You know, like Fahrenheit's just more spread out. Like I prefer not to say 16.43 degrees Celsius and say 75 degrees Fahrenheit. So I don't even know if that's correct, but you get the idea.
Yeah, I always feel bad for Canadians because like I have learned this now because of all they use Celsius in a lot of places, so they grew up with Celsius, but because all their products are from America, any sort of temp, like their ovens all use Fahrenheit, their like heating systems use Fahrenheit. It is like, so they have to know both because of it.
What's it called? The interesting thing about it is, I've talked to Canadians before, like using, what do you use? And they said they actually normally use like the American system, even though it's not like the official one of Canada. But to be fair, like the Imperial system was the official Canadian system, like back in the 80s or something before.
And that's what that's what I was getting at. Like, it was the official system for them for a while, and because of that, along with them also being a place that imports a lot of products from America, or from American manufacturers that also import from other countries. We won't get into politics. But the point is, products that are meant for Americans, that are being marketed towards Americans. Canadians also buy those products. So they end up
products.
Yeah, so then they also are forced to use products that use Fahrenheit, that use imperial units. So yeah, Canadians have to know both, even though they're like, nah, we're gonna be on this other stuff. This chat is weird. Yeah, I know. I'm being entertaining, so we're getting people. We're getting people too. Anyway,
okay.
Yeah, escape section.
Let's see if he gets what's it called, 2DSS.
Comms are weirder. If you think you can do better, there's the volunteer form right there. Figure it. You can sign up. You can do better.
The bait. Oh, okay.
2DSS and Tyron.
Okay. I don't know how someone discovered this. There we go. Their turn.
Yeah, how someone discovered this? Oh, I can go into that history if you want.
Oh yes, please do. Finish up.
I'll say it after Tyron finishes his run, because this is important to commentary in my opinion.
Okay, and then what's the max amount of points? So Tyron can get if he wins by X amount of minutes. How many minutes does he need to win by again? Like 3?
5 minutes for LightRon to get no points.
Got it. So he'll probably get like at least half those points.
57 4x, that'd be actually good for Tyron. Tyron's kind of doing a run bingo, a 57 bingo, getting all of the seconds. So, and he's currently missing 41, 42, and 45. So let's see if he can get it. see if he can get one of them. I don't know if he's gonna intentionally go for it. He probably will just finish right away, and because he wants a good time in the averages. But he could get one of those 4x's.
Let's see what his current average is. 50, 58, 13. Maybe his average by quite a bit. GG's to Tyron.
Gets the 45, according to our timers.
It's 10:45.
Nice.
Crack time, that is.
Yeah.
That would still be in the top 3 for a long time.
Yeah. So only missing 2 more in the 40s. Yeah, Tyron did not have 45. I checked before this. I checked like an hour ago, so I know.
We're gonna be switching up to LightRon's audio as he finishes up this run.
Yo, we got 21 bits coming in, and a 1 bit. Sorry, I missed the 1 bit from earlier. Thank you for the 1 bit. Thank you for the 21 bits.
Lightning.
But I will say, stop donating to the channel and donate to the donate link instead. If you got the money, do it to the donate link, not to this channel. The donate link. Don't give us bits right now. If you got the money, do it to give it to Urban Arts, not us.
I wonder if Tyron lives in Porto Rosso.
Tyron, you can give us bits if you want. No. Anyway, let me explain 2DSS, the origin of 2DSS. So it was basically the modding community figured it out. They figured out that there was like a lot of the modding community has figured out like they've been able to turn on the button of where collision is and isn't. So that helps a lot with finding things, and so yeah, people found that there was collision on the outside of the 2D, on the outside of the 2D section there. And then people are like, what if we were to jump on that? And so a few hours later, someone was jumping off the little platforms that existed there that don't really exist. Like, you have to buffer jumps, just like you have to buffer jumps in other areas. You can't actually stand on them. You
There's
have
a
to
modding
jump
community?
on them. You have to jump on them. Yeah, there's modding community for this game.
Have they made a task of this game yet or no?
It's in the works. It's
I
taken
mean, we
a
even
while.
have an emulator for it?
We do, but considering the view count right now, I don't want to advertise it because I always get scared that Nintendo is gonna bust it. So like, I just don't say it. There is one. I'm not telling you where it is. You gotta
Is it more of like a private one and not a public one?
Oh no, it's a public one. You can get it. I just don't like sharing.
Yeah, and then our prediction of mid 1010 was pretty much on top.
Nintendo can't take down an emulator. They have done it. They have absolutely taken down emulators.
I remember there was a big thing with Keiza Manyar, who's a big modder for the SM64 community, where Nintendo wanted to get into a lawsuit with him and took down all his content on YouTube, and it was a big deal.
I don't know if they could take down emulators, but they can at least take down. They at least take down like fan created.
Oh well,
games.
no, he didn't write. They didn't take down the emulator, but I meant like the games, the fan.
Yeah, they
games.
they take down fan created games. That is true. So I'm not even talking about modding games. I'm talking about completely from the ground up made fan made games. They took down a better Metroid 2 run, or whatever it's called, AM2R or something. They took that down because they were specifically making Super Metroid Remake. They took that down.
I think the workaround that they're doing is they're just giving them a patch, so they give them the people who want to get a patch to the game instead of just the game file. So they had to patch the game file. So they
You can do it within the
giving out
Switch.
game files.
Yeah, Switch mods exist, and so there's modding for the game because of that. But I'm not telling you where to get that stuff. You gotta find your way. I'm not doing that. I'm not against it. I just am afraid of people finding out about it. Like, that's just me. I'm. Yeah. Anyway, there was a race, and we have people to interview.
Welcome, LightRon, to the commentary.
Yeah, hey, LightRon.
Yep.
I mean, what did you think about that run? If you were gonna rate it like a 1 in 10.
I mean, I started the race without the belief to win. Like, I know Tyron would have beat my PB anyway, but pulling out 50 time is really, really solid. On my side, it could have been really good. I had a really good early game for me, for myself. But that unfortunate lost death was weird. That fall off in the metro as well was dumb, and then my second half of the run was not that great. But yeah, unfortunate, but I'm not that mad. It's fine. We're good.
I mean, you got a good amount of. You got half of the points off after the.
Yeah, I literally just
so.
did the math in my head while you were talking, LightRon.
So how many points did LightRon attain with that?
It's in the chat, 7713.
Oh, 77-13. So you got 13 points off that. We'll see where that puts you on the standings. I believe that was the last race of the round robin play. That's my understanding, because this was the 7th one, right?
I mean, do you mean of the league?
Yeah,
Or
the
like,
league.
no.
There was
The
more.
league has 11 weeks.
Oh, my bad. I thought there was 7 weeks.
Nope. There's 12 people, so it's 11 weeks.
Okay. I
Yeah.
am mistaken with that. I think I was thinking like 7-Eleven convenience store, and I just mixed up the numbers in my head.
All good. But yeah, I think there was good stuff. I mean, you could have potentially 59'd this later on, but I guess they just fell apart in Bowser's, it looks like, where you just no longer could get a sub-hour.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I
But
mean,
I'm happy that with many mistakes, I can get a 1-0. It's a really good improvement. Like when I began the league, having a 1-0 in a race was a good time for me, and now it's not really bad, but it's really not that great. So at least it's some improvement. But yeah, I still keep going.
I mean, considering the amount of mistakes you get, and you still got only like a minute and a half off your PB. If you take away the big mistakes like the Death in Lost Kingdom and also the Mecha Brutal like breakdown, then you're pretty much in the 59s pretty easily there, and that's within a minute of your PB, which is pretty insane. I think you're definitely can get a 58 pretty damn soon as well. So that's always good to hear. Do you plan on? So with the 5904, was that PB just like had some frame drops or something, and that's why it couldn't be submitted, or was it just?
I didn't take the time to upload the VOD. I have a wooded connection, so it took me a full day to upload a VOD on YouTube, and I got I still didn't take the time to do it, but I will. I still have the VOD on Twitch.
So you just had the highlight on Twitch already. You just
yeah, it's already highlighted, but I didn't submit because it's not in high quality.
Yeah, here on the stats page, we trust our runners, so if they give us the live splits, we'll put it in the sheet.
Got it. Just wanted to double check. I didn't know if this tournament was one of those where you need to be SRC verified to get your time on the sheet.
mean, in that case, yes, but I believe like once you're in the league, like these people are in the league, like and like we know they have times on the leaderboards as well, like and it's the stat sheet. Like I think the stat sheet is separate from like rules of qualification. And yes, they both of these runners do have times on the leaderboards anyway, so it doesn't apply here.
Yeah, I mean, I trust LightRon. I was just wondering if there was any reason, because I've seen mods reject times on the on the SMO leaderboard before for frame drop, and that always sucks for getting like official times. I don't know. I think I saw like someone's first sub hour they had their time.
Anyway, do we still have more time to talk, or like we gotta move on, Tyron? What's going on?
I think we have our next race in 10 minutes, to my understanding.
Okay, so we still got a little bit of time. Anything more you want to talk about, or you pretty much said all your thoughts, LightRon?
I think I said everything I wanted.
Cool. And so on chat, what, another race? Yes, we have 3 races today. We have 3 top level races today. Let me get out the schedule so you can I can tell you what those are. But yeah, we do races. This league is still going on, and we still have 2 more to do today. We've got, after this, as soon as my schedule loads, we've got. Oh, we only have 1 more race today. Okay, I thought we had 3 today. Schedule changed. My bad. Anyway, next up is Psionic versus Stravos 96. For those who don't know names very well, because they don't run this game very regularly. Who knows? Yeah, Psionic is the 5th place, 6th place on the leaderboard, somewhere in the top 10. Both of these players are top 10 on the leaderboards. So, very good players and very close times as well. Psionic and Stravos actually have really close times together. They're both in the mid 58s. So,
Stravos has
a great race.
A 58.22 and Psionic has a 58.06. Only a 16-second difference in PBs.
Yeah, LightRon, any thoughts on that race?
It will be hype. Really good player. So yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna be hyped to watch that.
Yeah, really hype. If you want to help support, you can actually help support us through supporting them, because they help us, they help each other. It happens. So yeah, ! Donate in the chat to help Urban Arts get do their fundraiser, help their what did Jason say before? Crap, what was his
their student media room.
Student media room, thank you. Yeah, student media room. Help them out with that. You can see the donation goal in the bottom left corner there, so you can see it, and we'll see it when it gets updated, and we'll read out the messages. You know, we have the links. We can see these things. So definitely help us out if you can.